Imagine a young girl named Shirley. Life is confusing. She feels different. This is Shirley's world. From a very young age, she senses that something is not quite right. She looks around and sees other children playing, laughing, and living carefree lives. But for Shirley, every day feels like a puzzle she can't solve. She feels out of place, like a piece that doesn't fit in the grand picture of her small town. She lives in a small town. Everything seems ordinary. The streets are lined with neat houses, and the air is filled with the scent of freshly cut grass. Neighbours greet each other with warm smiles, and children ride their bikes down the quiet streets. On the surface, it appears to be the perfect place to grow up. But for Shirley, this ordinary town hides extraordinary secrets. But behind closed doors, darkness lurks. Her family has secrets. Painful memories haunt her. The walls of her home, which should be a sanctuary, instead echo with whispers of things that should never be spoken. The shadows in her house seem to move with a life of their own, and Shirley often feels like she's being watched by unseen eyes. The weight of these secrets presses down on her, making it hard to breathe.
Shirley grows older. The swing set in the backyard, once a place of joy, now feels like a relic of a lost childhood. She spends hours sitting there, lost in thought, trying to make sense of the chaos in her mind. The loneliness she feels is profound, and she often wonders if anyone else in the world feels the way she does. She becomes known as Sybil. Strange things happen. Blackouts plague her life. Time disappears. Hours, sometimes even days, vanish without a trace. She finds herself in places she doesn't remember going to, wearing clothes she doesn't recall putting on. These blackouts are terrifying, leaving her with a sense of dread and confusion. She is lost in a maze of her own mind. Each turn she takes leads to more questions, more confusion. It's as if her mind is a labyrinth with no exit, and she is trapped within its winding corridors. The more she tries to understand, the more lost she becomes. One day, she meets a doctor. This doctor listens. She begins to understand. For the first time, someone is willing to hear her story, to help her piece together the fragments of her shattered life. The doctor offers her a glimmer of hope, a chance to find answers. Sybil might have a condition. The doctor suggests that her experiences, her blackouts, and her feelings of being different might be symptoms of something deeper, something that has a name. It has a name: multiple personality disorder. This revelation is both terrifying and liberating. It means that she is not alone, that there are others like her, and that there is a path to understanding and healing. The journey ahead will be long and challenging, but for the first time, Sybil feels a sense of direction, a sense of hope.
There's Peggy, a mischievous child. She's full of life and laughter. Narrator: imagine Sybil's mind. It is a stage. Different personalities emerge, each one with a name, each one with a story.
Vicky is sophisticated and confident. She navigates the world with ease.
Marcia is the artistic soul. She expresses herself through music. These are just a few of Sybil's personalities. They take turns controlling her body. They protect her from pain. They hold her fractured memories. Sybil meets Dr. Cornelia Wilbur. She is a kind and patient psychiatrist.
Dr. Wilbur listens to Sybil's story. She believes her. This is a turning point. Therapy sessions begin.
Sybil reveals her deepest fears, her darkest secrets.
Dr. Wilbur uses hypnosis. She helps Sybil communicate with her personalities. The therapy is long and difficult, but Sybil is determined to heal. She wants to reclaim her life. She wants to be whole again. Through therapy, the truth emerges. Sybil's childhood was traumatic. She suffered abuse. Her mind created personalities. They were her defense. They protected her from unbearable pain. Each personality holds a piece of the puzzle. Together they tell Sybil's story.
It is a story of survival. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit.
Sybil's case is groundbreaking. It sheds light on the complexities of the human mind. Section 5, Beyond the Pages. Sybil's impact on psychiatry. Sybil's story is written. A book is published. It becomes a bestseller. Millions of people read it. They are captivated by Sybil's journey. Her story resonates with readers. They connect with her pain, her resilience. Suddenly, multiple personality disorder is thrust into the spotlight. The book and subsequent movie raise awareness. They challenge conventional understanding of mental illness. Sybil's story opens doors for research. It inspires further exploration into dissociative identity disorder. Section 6. The Enigma of Dissociation, Understanding DID. Dissociative Identity Disorder, or DID, is a condition that has long fascinated and perplexed both the medical community and the general public. It is a complex psychological phenomenon that involves a profound disconnection from reality. Dissociation is a coping mechanism. It is the brain's way of protecting itself from extreme stress or trauma. When faced with overwhelming situations, the mind may create a mental escape route. It is the brain's way of protecting itself. Trauma can trigger it. This protective mechanism can be activated by various forms of trauma, such as abuse, accidents, or other life-threatening events. It causes a disconnect from reality. This disconnection can manifest in various ways, including memory gaps, a sense of detachment from oneself, or a feeling that the world around is unreal. In severe cases, it leads to DID. When dissociation becomes a chronic response to trauma, it can develop into DID, where the person's identity is fragmented into distinct parts. People with DD have multiple identities. These identities, or alters, can take control of the person's behavior at different times. These identities are called alters. Alters have distinct traits. Each alter has its own unique characteristics, including different names, ages, and even genders. They may have different names, ages, and genders. Alters can also have their own memories, behaviors, and preferences, making them seem like entirely separate individuals within one person. They help the individual cope with trauma. These alters serve a crucial role in helping the individual manage and survive traumatic experiences. They protect the individual from overwhelming emotions. By compartmentalizing traumatic memories and emotions, alters provide a buffer against overwhelming psychological pain. DID is a complex disorder. It is often misunderstood. Despite its complexity, DID is frequently misunderstood and misrepresented, leading to stigma and misconceptions. Sybil's story helps to demystify it. The story of Sybil, a woman with DID, has been instrumental in bringing awareness and understanding to this condition. It encourages compassion and empathy. By learning about DID, we can foster greater compassion and empathy for those who live with this challenging disorder, promoting a more supportive and informed society. Section 7. Controversy and skepticism, doubts cast on Sybil's story. Sybil's story is not without controversy. Some question the validity of her diagnosis. They suggest she was influenced by her therapist. They claim she created personalities to please Dr. Wilbur. Skepticism is part of any scientific inquiry. It encourages critical thinking. It demands rigorous examination of evidence. While doubts persist, Sybil's case remains significant. It sparked a conversation. It ignited debate. It ultimately advanced the field of psychology. Section 8. A legacy of awareness, DID, in the modern age. Today, DID is recognized as a legitimate mental health disorder. It is included in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, the DSM-5. Sybil's story played a role in this recognition. Her experience paved the way for more accurate diagnoses. It helped to remove the stigma surrounding DID. It encouraged people to seek help. Awareness is crucial. It fosters understanding. It promotes acceptance. It encourages research and development of effective treatments. Section 9. The Power of Therapy, Healing from Trauma. Sybil's story highlights the importance of therapy. Therapy provides a safe space. It allows individuals to explore their trauma. It helps them to process their experiences. Through therapy, individuals can develop coping mechanisms. They can learn to manage their symptoms. They can begin to heal. Therapy is not a quick fix. It is a journey. It requires patience, commitment, and a strong therapeutic alliance. Section 10. Empathy and understanding, our role in supporting survivors. In this section, we delve into the importance of empathy and understanding in supporting survivors of trauma, particularly those living with dissociative identity disorder, or DID. Sybil's story reminds us of the power of empathy. Her journey through the complexities of DID highlights how crucial it is for us to approach survivors with genuine care and concern. It encourages us to listen without judgment. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions and experiences behind those words. When we listen attentively, we validate the survivors' experiences and make them feel heard and valued. To believe survivors of trauma. Understanding DID is crucial. Believing survivors is the first step in their healing process. It shows them that they are not alone and that their experiences are real and acknowledged. It helps us to support those who live with it. By understanding the nuances of DID, we can offer more effective support. This includes recognizing the different identities and the unique needs of each one. We can educate ourselves about the disorder. We can challenge misconceptions. Education is a powerful tool in breaking down the stigma associated with mental health disorders. By learning more about DID, we can dispel myths and promote a more accurate understanding of the condition. We can advocate for better services. Advocacy is essential in ensuring that survivors have access to the resources they need. This includes pushing for better mental health services, funding for research, and policies that protect and support survivors. Most importantly, we can offer compassion and support. Compassion is the cornerstone of any supportive relationship. It involves being there for the survivor, offering a shoulder to lean on, and providing a safe space for them to express their feelings. Every individual deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. This is a fundamental human right. Treating survivors with dignity and respect helps to restore their sense of self-worth and empowers them to move forward in their healing journey. Let us create a world where mental health is valued and supported. Together, we can build a community that prioritizes mental health, supports survivors, and fosters an environment of understanding and empathy. By working collectively, we can make a significant difference in the lives of those affected by trauma and DID.